Welcome back. Let's perform a recap on our vulnerability scanner. Alright, so let's go step by step. So the first thing that we did is we imported our port scanner that we coded in the previous project. Now, in order for this port scanner to work, we performed some of the modifications to the code itself by adding the actual port scan class, which will have these multiple methods, and each one of them will perform a separate task. We also performed some little modifications to the actual parameters themselves and also deleted the getBanner function, and we put it inside of the scanPort function. We also removed all of the print statements as we do not need them, and we added two different lists, which is the banners list and the open ports list, in order to be able to print the banners and open ports inside of our vulnerability scanner. After that, we then created these three variables which will store all of the needed information for our port scanner to run. We initiated an object right after it which will belong to the class portScan. We then initiated the scan itself by calling the scan method from the portScan class. After the scan has finished, we now know that after this line, in our open ports list right here and in our banners list right here, we have all of the results ready. So then after the scan, we open the file which contains the vulnerable softwares on an open port. As soon as we open the file, we created the count variable, which is really important in order to keep the track of elements in the banners and open ports as well. After every banner that we scan, we increase the count variable by 1 and proceed to the next banner, and then we compare the line with the banner itself, and if there is any part that matches with the banner, we will print it as a vulnerable banner as well as specify which port the software is running on. Alright, so now that we recapped all of the things that we did, let's perform one final test to see whether it works. If I clear this, Python 3, and then vulscan.py, let's perform the same test once again, vulweb.com, first 100 ports, and vulbanners.txt. Now you might be asking the reason why we are performing these recaps after every project. Well, it is in case you missed something or didn't understand something, so we just go over the code one more time in short term, and it will also help you to remember everything better and to fully understand the program once it is fully coded and once it is working as well. As we can see, we got the exact same result as in the previous video, and we managed to find both of the vulnerable banners, which is good. Now if I try to, for example, scan my router's IP address, 100 vulbanners.txt, it will scan my router and you will see it will not find any vulnerable softwares, as there is not any open port on my router which is running one of these two softwares. Alright, so that would be about it for this project. I hope you enjoyed it, and in the next video we're going to see how we can still gain access to the target machine even if we don't find a vulnerable software running on an open port and we don't know how to exploit it. We're going to take a look at some of the different things that we can do in order to enter the target's machine, such as, for example, performing the SSH brute force and gaining the SSH access to the target. So we're going to see how we can do that in our next project, and after that many more projects to go. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye!